A Florida woman was arrested last weekend after calling 911 on herself while attempting to steal a car, police said. She allegedly told officers that it was part of her video game training and is facing trespassing.
Huh? What? Stick around, make a sound, there's more Dumb People Town.
Hey, Townies, welcome to another episode of Dumb People Town. Population you.
Population Grace.
Chris
Grace.
Nancy Grace.
That's right.
Can we knock her off her pedestal?
That's my mom, guys.
Wait a second. She is all. That would be the. She'd be the worst mom ever because you would kind of do something wrong, and
she would. All she needs is allegations.
She will prosecute the hell out of you
on allegations alone.
On allegations alone. I have on Zoom your best friend, and he says something different. So
that's interesting.
Well, I heard you didn't do the laundry. Let's go to your father.
Let's bring in your teacher and hear what she has to say.
I'm amazed by how many episodes of Nancy Grace I think you guys have watched.
I've actually never seen it. I just follow. She's the only account I follow on TikTok.
By the way, I don't know why in the what's so funny, and I don't know if you feel this way, and then we'll get into a story because he's holding a good one, Chris Grace. But your feeds on social media tell you kind of just what you're watching and what you're doing. In recent history, I have gotten so many like Judge Joe Brown clips of people who have assaulted other people with food. I don't know why. What is happening?
What's the one about
he hit me with a chicken, full chicken.
Yes,
I'm like, are these guys actors? That was my question. I was like, are they?
Because they're doing a good job.
They're doing a good job.
But they're probably actors. But maybe they really did hit him with chicken.
You got to hit him with chicken.
Maybe they went and said, like, what is something from your past we can delve into?
Right,
build this narrative.
You got to hit him with chicken.
Like a chorus line.
So
also similar.
Very true.
Dig deep into your past. No one has ever said Judge Joe Brown and a chorus line.
That was straight.
That was
the mashup we've all been waiting for.
So as you know, or you may not know, I know you've listened to this podcast before, but
the world's getting dumber.
World's getting dumber.
Only way to fight back is through comedy.
We got to fight back through comedy. That's our only weaponry right here. And then our awesome fans send us stories. Still on Twix. We call it Twix, Twitter X. Just do hashtag Dumb People Town at Sklar Brothers at Daniel Van Kirk. And then we'll know who sent it and when. We're jumping all over the place. We try our best to find it. And by the way, if a story doesn't make it here, we might pick it off and use it in our Patreons.
Which we have done. Join our Patreon. It's a
So
blast.
Daniel, let's jump into a story right now. And then
Chris, where
later.
you from?
Houston, Texas.
Oh, you are? I love Houston, Texas.
Oh, yeah.
You ever go to BB's Cafe?
Oh, yeah. I love BB's. I love every restaurant in Houston.
Some of the best Vietnamese food in the country
on
there.
Navigation.
Navig's on Navigation, yeah.
Tex Cajun, for anybody who wants to know.
Yes,
at
BB's is wonderful.
So it's spurring off of the Tex-Mex.
Get some boudin there.
Very good. They have a really good etouffee, too.
Killins?
Yeah.
Killins in Pearland.
Barbecue.
I think I've been there, yeah.
Love Houston. Okay.
Yeah.
This was sent in by Sam Householder at Sam Householder.
Holding that house down.
I know. Might be a new one. Here's the headline, which if you were given as a prompt to start out your set, you'd be like,
let's go.
Can I do 20?
Let's go.
Yeah. Still no leads in more than 2 South Bend Dollar Tree complaints of urine in candles. What is going on at the Dollar Tree?
only at the Dollar Tree.
Look, if it's remember when
Dollar Tree's the retail version of the
yellow,
Waffle House,
let it
right?
mellow.
yeah. Remember when Gwyneth Paltrow was like, "I'm going to do a candle and it's going to smell like my vagina."
Vagina.
Yes.
This is somebody trying to bump that up a notch.
Well, hang on a second. Was it going to smell like her vagina specifically?
Yeah, it was.
I think so.
Right?
Yeah, I checked.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Here's the thing: you don't want to sell products that smell like your vagina on a website named Goop.
That's right.
That feels like a mistake.
She did.
But Dollar Tree, I said this, it is the retail equivalent of Waffle House.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? Like if you work there,
you're going to get.
You're just trying to make it through your shift.
Please, nobody throw like a display rack.
Right.
The thing.
Right. Do you know why you don't see videos of anybody shoplifting from Dollar Tree?
It's $1.
They don't care.
It's not worth it.
Right. Who cares?
Go ahead.
South Bend, Indiana. Dollar Tree hasn't found any more suspected urine in candles since police were notified earlier this month. Call that a victory.
Wait, so
policing is effective.
Right. So the police put it out on Facebook, of course,
Yeah.
because that's where the police communicate. And
They put the P in policing.
that's
Once they got rid of Mayor Pete, and the policing
that's
started
right.
working in South Bend.
Come on.
I don't care what. If you pick up any candle that has liquid in it, even if it's not urine.
Yo, candles
Put
shouldn't
it
be
down.
wet. Candles should
Right.
not be
I'm not
wet.
interested.
What? Oh, this is like a glass candle that hasn't a part.
I'm picturing
you
like a
can-
Yankee candle,
Yes. It has a little bit of.
about an inch and a half of
Right.
brim, and you pick it up and it's tipsy.
Yeah.
Put it right back down.
Yeah, that's you don't
At the
need
Dollar
that.
Tree, you shouldn't be blindly grabbing for anything.
Right.
No. And an adult would probably need to have more than one of these candles.
Correct.
If you're going to
Depending
the
on what they're
bathroom.
into.
No, I mean, if you're a
No,
regular
an adult
urination.
amount of urine.
Yeah.
Adult level
So
urine.
you're saying that someone's kid was like, I got to go to the bathroom, and then you go to
Oh.
the employees, can we please use the restroom? We don't
No.
have one here.
Yeah, they definitely don't have one.
Right.
They actually might not have one. I hate it when stores are like, we don't have one. I'm like, you do have one.
Right.
You do have one.
They're like, no, we're just holding it the whole shift.
Don't
Yeah, it
tell
would
me
be
you don't
interesting.
have it. Like the lying to me makes me even more upset.
Because if they looked at you and said, hey, due to so many issues we've had, we had to stop letting the public use it.
Right.
You'd go,
Okay.
okay.
And you're like, here's an issue you haven't thought of. If you don't let people go to the
I'm
bathroom.
going to pee in your Yankee candle.
Where's your candle section?
By the way, that would be the word.
How many tea lights do you have?
You now have pee
Because
lights.
I just had a giant twisted tea and I need to let some out.
This would be like the best. Is like, may I use your bathroom? We don't have one here. Where are your candles?
Well, what I don't understand is, doesn't Dollar Tree have a bucket and pail section? As
You
well?
think, right?
You know?
Come on.
But that you might be candle pee shaming.
yeah,
They're into
yeah.
what they're into.
What if that's what you really love? You're
They
like,
need
I
that to get
On
off.
September 5th, the South Bend Police Department, the SBPD, was called to
Self-bended.
the Dollar Tree on South Bend Avenue as a shopper told officers urine spilled on her daughter as she was smelling a candle.
Oh,
Wait a minute.
I mean, is this what the plot of Urinetown should have been?
Yes.
Yes.
Or the kid didn't want to admit they peed their pants.
Yes, that's what happened. 100%.
Except for the fact that it's multiple times. The
Yes.
woman believed that the liquid was urine because of its smell, color, and taste. I made up taste. But police,
Come on.
but police have not confirmed this. When the mother reported the spill to Dollar Tree employees, might be my favorite part of the story. They were already aware of an unknown person who'd been urinating in their candles.
Oh, that's
So
David.
this is real.
Right.
Okay.
So, hey, there's urine in the. My daughter went to pick up a candle. There's urine in it. The response from Dollar Tree should be like, "Oh my God, that is
Instead,
crazy."
it's
They were like,
and.
"Yep,
that adds up.
that tracks."
So you want a discount on the candle?
what do you?
What do you want from us?
Tell us what you want.
There's a towel section over there. She can wipe her hands.
Would you assume this is a guy doing this?
100%.
Oh,
Yeah.
if it's a woman, great aim, like insane,
Solid aim.
Yeah, it's not even logistics that made me think it's a guy. Anything that's like random and fucked up, my
So when-
default is
Do you think
idiot.
So there's like
Messed up dude.
using a squirt gun to put a candle out. There was some sort of people get satisfaction out of that. Do you think they lit the candle and tried to pee it out?
That's
Oh.
possible.
Is that?
Well, they'd be able to tell that too.
I'm
Probably.
like, is that fun for?
I was
that?
always impressed when people could lift their fingers and go. Tss.
Amazing.
Yes.
I was always like, "What does that hurt?" I'm like,
No.
you
One
know,
of
you see
my
a priest doing it to like
incredible
100 in a
party
row.
trick.
one of my most hated smells in the world is the sulfur from when you blow out a candle.
Really?
Yeah, I
You don't
can't.
like that?
I fucking
love that.
loathe
Oh,
it.
wow.
What about when
So-
just your hair burns?
That is how I fall asleep.
That's how I fall asleep next to a candle.
call
you
that
got a
childhood.
Glade fresher film.
Yeah.
They're called burnt.
No,
hair.
I'm very pro. Just put the tin
Oh,
back
yes.
on and let it
honey,
work
where's
itself
my
out.
burnt hair Glade freshener?
I need a
Can you plug?
snifter.
Can you plug that in?
What
Wait.
about campfire?
Campfire, I'm okay with.
Okay.
Yeah.
But-
I hate the smell of a burnt out.
So
like a
animals-
blown out candle.
Dogs pee on things to mark their territory.
Sure.
Or people,
Maybe this guy is
like,
like,
those are my
this is
candles.
my
These are
Dollar
my
Tree.
candles.
This is
my
section.
Dollar Tree.
It's my section. Get out.
Maybe I thought maybe he was peeing into a candle because he'd be like, okay, the vanilla will hide it.
Yeah.
I'll be able to make it get away.
Such an odd. A surveillance camera is at the front of the store, but not in the aisle with the candles.
See, this is
and
it.
they knew about it.
No, I know. I know the blind spots in this
A
place.
store assistant manager confirmed on Monday.
They never went up to the corner and just went,
Right.
like, just turn it.
Also,
Also, I remember
move the candles.
this defeated assistant store manager is like, we don't have a camera in the candle aisle.
They're like, there's literally nothing we can do. There literally is a lot you can do.
Right.
Just put things on there that you can't pee in that section.
But do you imagine how long the request list is from the assistant manager to the owner?
Things that need to be taken care of.
Yes,
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
Dollar Tree.
Do you know how much red tape there is at Dollar Tree corporate? We're like, you want us to move the can?
Right.
We can't do it.
Can't do
'Cause
it.
People walk into a Dollar Tree, they expect the
No,
candles to be
they're
over by
gonna.
them.
It's gonna soon be something that's gonna be behind a glass case with a key. and they're gonna.
That's it.
I need 2 candles. Hold on, I gotta call.
I need the key.
Marcus with the key.
Can you
Marcus.
They can't move the candles because the candles are the Cinnabon of the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
It has to be near the entrance.
Yes.
That's what people want. when
Would
they
you
go to
burn
a
a Cinnabon smelling candle?
Would I urinate in one? Yes. To put out a burning Cinnabon.
I don't want candle to smell like food. That's
No.
rough.
Don't?
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Oh, when
I
the candle
disagree.
smells like cookies, I'm like, I just want to go eat cookies.
Right. So in St. Louis, there's a place that you can like make your own candle with different scents, and it was in St. Charles, of course, and we made
and the girls.
me and the girl, my daughters made bread and coffee flavored candle, and it is the best smelling thing I've ever smelled.
Doesn't
I
it
love
just make you want coffee and bread
yes,
all the time?
yes, it
Can
does.
Can you make one that smells like that weird cracker pizza or whatever?
Oh,
Oh,
emos?
emos? Emos is
When you
legit.
and when you say cracker, you mean white people.
That weird white people pizza.
I want a candle that smells like that cracker
Emo's
pizza,
pizza?
and City Museum
Yeah, that's right.
together.
There you
City
go.
Museum is
City
the
Museum
greatest
is
place on
insane.
earth. The greatest.
The assistant store manager said he was present during only 2 of the discoveries, confirming that there were more than 2 incidents.
Yeah, this thing has gone all over the place.
Maybe it's trending like Tide Pods.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The store manager
Copycat crime.
The store manager didn't confirm how many incidents there were, nor how much money was lost due to the affected merchandise.
Oh wow.
Not that much.
Are they trying? Yeah, exactly.
Well, just count how many times it happened and then multiply by 1.
Yeah.
If it's
That's how many dollars were ruined of the merchandise.
I believe, though,
It's the
now
dollar store.
at Dollar Trees, I believe now they are going up. Like
Oh,
Dollar
price?
General, Dollar Tree, I think they are now, they can't sell things for
I
a dollar.
agree.
What about the 99-cent store?
I think those have
Same.
gone up.
gone up. But
What's going on in our country?
I think the number for me would be 5.
I said Biden.
Yeah.
The number for me would be 5. If it's happened 2 other times, you're still in the sort of like, what the fuck's going
I
on
know.
here? Once you get to 5, I'm moving the candles next to the cigarettes. behind
moving
the
the
register.
camera.
One is a coincidence. 2 is a pattern.
Sure.
3 is a trend.
Right.
And 4 is who you are.
What state do the
Or sexual.
employees have to be? Because one of the employees has to clean it up, right?
Oh yeah.
But
You just throw them out, right?
well, probably.
No, but
the
the floor-
employees aren't like, we got to do something. Like that's how sad their state is. They're just like, well, this is just part of it.
We don't.
Right. It's just part of it.
Yeah. Oh, someone peed in the candle. Yep. Yes,
Additionally,
yes, they did.
The assistant manager said he can't determine what time of day the candles were vandalized.
So-
I also think the assistant manager.
Oh, that's
please-
easy. You get the temperature, and it goes in half by every
Yeah.
8 hours. It's
Divide
like,
by.
yeah.
There's an actual formula.
you get Quincy in, and he like time
He
of
takes a-
urination.
just
But-
someone in a hazmat suit takes one of those, like,
Yeah. If I'm reading between the
pH.
lines, though, the assistant manager does not want to be having this conversation
No.
at all. Look, I don't know how much money was lost. I can't confirm how many more incidents there were. I can't determine what time of day the candles were vandalized.
No.
The
They
staff
don't
had
want
been-
to. They don't want to be known as the Dollar Tree where people pee in the candles.
Right. The
'Cause
staff had been finding the affected candles randomly, he told the Tribune. He's like, I don't know, man. It happens.
That's
like-
better than a pattern, though.
Right.
Like a serial killer pattern. Every Wednesday at 7.
Only
Yeah.
vanilla.
Or-
Wednesdays
right.
at 7.
Or
It
every
spells
time
out the
there's a
word
storm.
Kelsey. yeah, storm.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
interview, they're asking him the questions while he's like checking out like 50 people on
Of
a line.
course. Yeah. That's why they're getting these turfs. Like, I don't know, man. It happens a lot. I have no idea how much money they lost. It happens randomly. Whatever your definition of randomly is. Ma'am, there's not a tag on this used scrub daddy.
And I'm sorry, you just want one flip flop? Okay, fine.
On September 23rd, the store manager, we've gone up a level,
Okay. Oh, jeez.
said after the September 5th incident, the company said they're taking care of it. However, she didn't specify how they're handling the situation.
She's like a politician.
Yeah. It's being taken care
What's your plan?
She's like, ever since the tragedy of 9/5,
of. Here's
we
the
all know where we were on 9/5.
What if they put a litter box in that aisle?
Right.
It's a cat thing.
Right.
Oh my
Right.
God, that'd be the best.
Or one candle, they take out the wax and they're like, go here. It'll be the same feeling.
Then you got to have one for each gender.
It becomes political.
I'm in the family candle.
I'm sitting there in the pea candle area. There's 15 different candles. Pick a candle for your gender. Like that guy.
Are believing that these store manager and assistant store manager are like so over this and trying to do their job, I think is 100% correct. Because the next sentence is, both employees declined to give their names to a reporter.
Yeah, you don't want your.
You don't need to know me.
I don't need
Right.
my stuff, my biz out in
Which
the
is funny because they're
streets.
probably wearing a name tag.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of hand over the the pin.
You don't want your name coming up in a Google search on this.
On
though.
P
No,
and a candle.
yeah.
I mean, that could end your life on Hinge.
That could end your Dollar Tree career.
And
You're
it is a
illustrious.
career.
Yeah.
It is a career.
Here's how things.
That could end your Hall of Fame Dollar Tree career.
SouthBendTribune.com is treating this like it's the Nixon scandal.
Oh yeah.
Because after they said we don't want to give their names, a Tribune reporter did contact the vice president of communications
Yes.
with Dollar Tree Incorporated multiple times
Wow.
regarding how they are going to address the issues.
This person smokes a lot and in church.
Which person? The reporter or the vice
No,
president?
the vice president.
Oh, yes.
Nervously smokes
In their car, windows up.
Windows up. In their Ford Taurus,
Mm-hmm.
Chrysler LeBaron.
The corporate communications account had not returned an email, phone call, or 2 text messages before the deadline.
Or
South Bend Tribune.
2 text messages or 3 sex.
Wait, who hadn't returned the
Vice President of Communications.
The Dollar Tree.
They're
Your
not
main
really
job
doing
is
their
to
job.
communicate.
Yeah.
You call
Hit you on Snap.
you call the South Bend
reach me at
Tribune and you
any
go, we want this to go away. I don't want to talk to you
Trying
about
to flush
this.
this problem away here.
There you go.
I'm impressed they have a vice president of communications because well, first I don't know what that job does, but
VP of Communications,
like
Dollar
press
Tree.
For Dollar
releases and
Yeah,
Just-
damage control.
Yeah.
Guys, we're going up above $1. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
only
yeah.
statement they've made in the last 20 years.
Right.
Yeah,
There have been no arrests, according to the South Bend
What are
Post.
we even
sorry.
doing?
In previous years, they would say, "Guys, this year there was no urine in any candles."
Yeah, that's right.
This year I had to change.
Guys,
the
we're looking
messaging.
for a urine-free Christmas in our candles. By the way, urine is the one thing you can DNA test for.
That's true.
It's like you have
Right.
Yeah, just
100%.
find out who it
Test
is.
it.
Yeah.
Test it and throw it into the old database and see who's there.
If you're peeing in candles, you have one cousin who's 23 to me.
yeah, you've
everybody's
done
into something in your
You've
family.
done something.
Yes.
Also, like someone in your life, you don't do that and take that secret to the grave. Someone knows you did that.
yeah.
You,
Yeah.
well,
somebody-
especially when you see it in the paper.
That's
You're
right.
like, hey,
so you give.
did you see that?
You'll
If
brag.
you're peeing in candles, you're talking about it in a bar
That's right.
during daytime hours.
So then I went over to the Dollar Tree. Let me have 2 more beers, and I'll tell you the rest. Let me tell you the rest of the story. You're gonna pay. I went over to the Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
And,
you know where I go. You know where I go.
they don't have a bathroom in there.
Aisle 4.
Aisle 4. Is there a
What's in
camera
aisle-
on that?
What's in aisle 4?
They got a camera pointing on that
I
aisle.
like the evergreens. I'm so sad this person came into the story at the very end. We are about to meet the South Bend Police Department Director of Communications.
Like, I love it.
I thought you were gonna say like Steve Bannon.
His name.
Due to lack of evidence, police have not yet identified a suspect or made an arrest, said, this might be one of the greatest names, Ashley O'Chap, South Bend Police Department
My
Director of
name is
Communications.
Ashley O'Chap.
Ashley O'Chap.
O'Chap. It
Police
feels like
continue-
half the name is
Chapman, my Chapman.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like a failed restaurant chain. You want to go to O'Chap's?
Chaps. I don't know.
I don't
It's like
know.
at Ellis Island. They were like, okay,
Yeah, we're gonna chop half.
Yeah.
Too much.
I got sick on the chicken fingers at O'Chap's.
Dan, you
Police-
know what our first cologne was?
What?
Chaps.
Oh, yeah.
Remember
Remember
Chaps?
Ralph
Yes.
Lauren.
Ralph
Those
Lauren.
weren't Ralph. That wasn't Ralph.
I think it was
Lauren.
Ralph Lauren.
Mine was polo green bottle gold.
So
The
good.
original polo.
So good.
The original polo was
Yes.
unbelievable.
Smelled great.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Police continue the investigation in cooperation with Dollar Tree, said Ashley O'Chap.
So I guess we'll never know.
If anybody gets a follow-up
Dude, if anybody knows, if anybody's picked
on
up
these
a
pea
candle
candles,
in this, that's right.
yes. All right, that's the end of story number 1. Rand will be up next.
That was
I'll tell
great.
you what I'm up to.
I love it. We'll find out. You've got a new special out. We'll talk about all that after the break. Chris Grace is with us on Dumb People Town. Don't play.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey, everybody, welcome back to the show. Before we get to Chris Grace's new special, of which that is very funny, and the reviews are in. It is fantastic. We'll tell you guys how to see it, how you can watch and support it. Daniel, what's
Yes.
going on? Catch us up.
I'll just give out some November stuff. On the 9th of November, Saturday the 9th, I will be in Cedar Rapids doing a comedy show with the Confused Breakfast podcast guys. It's a great movie podcast. They have a huge following.
Great movie.
They've all been sort of daring each other and joking around about doing stand-up. So they're gonna do stand up
Amazing.
for the first time.
To open for you.
Yeah, to open for
Amazing.
me. So it'll be a really fun
Fantastic.
thing for comedy fans and all of their fans
Oh,
and
yeah.
any of my people out
Great
in the
idea,
Iowa
by the
area.
way.
That's on the 9th. You can go to danielvankirk.com for that. And then that following Thursday on the 14th, I'm headlining the Flyover Comedy Festival in
be
St. Louis. And then I think I'll probably be sticking around for Friday, too, to jump on the Sklar show on Friday.
Going to do our tag
yeah.
it.
Yeah. So
Great.
go to danielvankirk.com for that. You can watch my movie Wine Club for free on Tubi.
So good.
Tubi having some great commercials. Have you seen any of the
Yes.
Tubi
Yes.
commercials?
Amazing.
I'm like, this is genius marketing.
Amazing.
They're going
So you
hard in
can,
the paint.
a lot of people are watching Tubi. So watch Wine Club there, and then you can watch my special Rose Gold on YouTube. Daniel
Get
Van
over
Kirk
100.
Comedy.
Get over 100K.
be
Let's do
great.
that
Close.
thing.
So
It's
everything's
close.
at Daniel Van Kirk.
I love it. Chris, let's
Yes.
talk about the special, talk about everything. It's, again, I've been reading such good stuff about it. In addition, you must feel good about that, and it's hilarious. You're hilarious, but
Yes.
just tell us about
I'm
it.
very happy with the special. It was actually much better than I thought it would be. when I
Really?
saw it.
Going into it?
Yeah. I mean, I thought I was okay, but then the production levels were insane. Yeah, I saw the first edit of it like in, I want to say June or something like that.
Right.
Where'd you
And,
do it?
At the Elysian. I did it for Dropout.
Great.
And Dropout like put a bunch of work into producing it.
Awesome.
I was very fortunate because like I don't know if y'all talk shop here, but like
Sure.
I got paid to do it, and then they paid to produce it. So like I didn't have to put out any of my own money to
Great.
make it, and they took it to this like insane level of production that I never would have been able to like manage in my
That's
own.
awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
How
it's been
can
great.
people watch it? How?
It's on dropout.tv. You can do a 3-day free trial if you want. And
awesome.
Title?
You can fucking cancel after that if you want.
What's
It's called Chris Grace as Scarlett Johansson.
Which I think is such a hilarious
yeah.
title.
Yeah,
Hilarious.
that's awesome.
And if you subscribe to Dropout TV and you click on my special first, I get 50 cents.
Yay!
I haven't gotten a report on how much money I'm making off of that.
No. Do that. You guys, like,
Let's see the power of our audience. If we
Yeah,
can make this do
for sure.
So
Yeah.
I believe this. I believe there are really some unbelievable specials that are being made, not necessarily for Netflix, not for Hulu, not for really smart people are releasing them on their own on YouTube. 800-Pound Gorilla is releasing them, putting it on their YouTube page. This is an amazing way to do it. Remember, Veeps was a way that people were releasing it at times.
It's just a cool moment for
It's-
people to see comedy.
And you guys, if you're listening to this podcast, you are supporting comedy and the independent ways that people do comedy. This is like a great way to do this.
Yeah,
And,
Dropout just started this thing called Dropout Presents, and so this is a series of one-off specials.
I
So
love it.
Awesome.
The first one they did was Hank Green.
Yeah.
And then there's an improv one with Brennan and Izzy from Dropout, and then mine, and then Adam Conover's just came out.
great.
Nice.
So
Love it.
Phenomenal. You're in good company.
Yeah.
And so I love it. Chris Grace as Scarlett Johansson.
That's right.
What a great,
So
it's great.
good.
Go see it. Go check it out. Dropout.tv.
Dropout.tv.
Here,
Let's
there you
go.
go. I'm
All
going
right,
to
Rand.
jump into this one.
Let's do
Hit
it.
it, Rand.
This, I love this story because all of us will just be trying to figure out, like, you know what he's going to do next all the time. That's what's so fun about this. And I love a story where a dumb person thinks they're smart because and they thinks they're going to outsmart everybody, and it's just like, no, we can see exactly what's going on.
We see the strings.
Sent in by Matthew Friedman at Not Your Average AVG Matt.
Thanks,
You
Matt.
ready for this? This is amazing. Here is the headline. A man once sued himself after he backed into his own car. A man.
No matter what happens, I will win.
Is this a way to force insurance?
Oh.
I like where your mind is going.
Dan, how about this?
He's like, I got this one.
I'm playing roulette, and I'm betting on both black and red.
That's right.
Then
I will
then
win.
It lands on green.
On the green.
I will win and I will lose. Despite how much we love them, cars make people do dumb things. This
Wait,
no,
whoever's
That's,
writing
is that a quote?
this
Is that the lead of the story?
Yeah.
No, that's
yeah.
the new advertising slogan for Tesla.
exactly.
I was on the high school newspaper, and that you would not typically lead with a sentence like that.
No.
What did you do for the high school newspaper? What?
I was the editor in chief.
Oh,
Of course you were.
Excuse me.
I was sports editor of my high school newspaper.
I was the when I was freshman and junior, I did movie and music reviews.
Of course you did.
And I caused a big stir because I said, you know, when you're young, you're being provocative.
Yeah.
I wrote that Phil Collins was not a good drummer, and my journalism teacher had a fit when and he still let me print it, but I was just like,
You don't say that about Phil Collins,
yeah,
man.
I don't know.
It's in the air tonight. He has some of the most iconic
do
drums.
do 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 do.
He got
Take
really
that.
Too deep.
Grace.
Yeah.
So, my story, Dan, I think you've heard this. I was writing an article senior year. We had already gotten into college. I forgot that I had to write an article about this cross-country runner, this kid, Ryan Unterreiner. And he was like a freshman, but he was breaking records, and he was so great. And everyone had to write this article about him, this feature. And I'm like, oh, crap. Randy and I had been like partying all weekend or something. And I'm like, I'm going to write this in one night, and I'm not going to research anything. And so and
it's going to go in the paper tomorrow because I'm the editor.
Right. I'll put it in. What I didn't realize is I compared his running style to that of a gelding, which is a horse
that's been castrated.
He
runs like a
gelding.
horse.
And so then they got mad at me, his family, and they wanted me to write a retraction. And me wanting to be funny was like, wouldn't you run faster if your balls?
That's right. He's right.
Shaving the weight.
Yeah.
Wait, so say that first sentence again.
Despite how much we love them, cars make people do dumb things. Whether it's willingly overpaying for them to being clueless while driving, cars can affect judgment in the worst ways. Vehicle accidents can really bring out the dumb in people.
This is like a Reader's Digest article.
It's almost like a Dave Barry.
Right?
Yeah,
It's like a Irma
yeah.
Bombeck.
Yeah.
Vehicle accidents can really
What's
bring
the
out
Irma
the dumb.
Bombeck book that Mom had?
I don't know.
If life's a bowl of cherries, why am I always
stuck with the pits or
Why am I
something?
always in the pits?
Yeah.
Why is it always the pits?
No, I'm going to get the actual name.
Get the
We're a
extra.
stickler.
I
We're a
mean,
stickler for
unbelievable
mom books.
name for an author, Irma. Like you could just sell millions of books just on the name Irma Bombeck. Vehicle accidents bring out the dumb people. Take the man who tried to sue himself after a collision in this strange story I came across.
If life is a bowl of cherries, what am I doing in the pits?
Okay.
Fair enough.
Classic.
So
there's a pantheon of like humorists from that time.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Irma, Dave Barry.
Oh yeah, there was a whole. That's what they did.
The
I'm like,
movement.
we write magazine articles, and then you go on to write the books that are the
And then
collection of
there's
those
like
articles.
your Ann Landers and Dear Abby.
Ann Landers, and they were twins. Ann and
Sisters.
Ann and there was another one.
Missed opportunity. All the advice you could have been given all these years.
Wouldn't that be a great drag
They
name?
only could have told.
Missed opportunity.
Yeah, it probably is.
All right, so I think this story happened like 20 years ago, but this
Ooh,
person
wow.
is bringing it out now.
Okay.
So I'm sorry if it's not so current, but Chris Goki was both a resident and dump truck driver with the city of Lodi, California, a small Northern California city just outside of Stockton.
We all know Lodi. It's
Everybody
in a
knows
Creedence
Lodi.
Clearwater revival song.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord,
Lord,
stuck in Lodi again. All right, according to Goki's wife, Rhonda, of course it's Rhonda.
Yeah.
Of course
So
it's
what's
Rhonda.
Goki's first name?
Curtis and Rhonda.
Curtis and Rhonda.
Goki.
Oh, they love going to Sturgis.
Help me, Rhonda.
Yep, help me figure out how to scam these
Screw,
people.
screw the city.
Constantly trying to sell a Harley.
During a it looks great. It's in pretty good condition.
Sure, yeah,
Rhonda, you
soft
done
tail.
cutting those sleeves off my shirt?
During a winter storm that December, Goki backed the dump truck into his privately owned vehicle, causing damage. Apparently, Goki's insurance wouldn't cover the damage because not long after, he filed a claim with the city for how much money?
So he backed his work truck, which
Into
is owned
his-
by the city.
into
So
his
he's
other-
operating as an employee of the city, not
As the guy who
himself.
owns that truck.
Right.
Or whatever his vehicle
So
is.
his negligence falls to
The
the
city.
city versus his own personal property.
That's right.
This doesn't sound that insane to me because insurance is so weird sometimes.
You
that
can
they will be
kinda-
like,
all right, so hang on.
No, I'm on his side.
Because he
I'm on
would
his
say,
It's like, I need to think about doing that.
What's his
because
number?
he would say,
have
I
a
was
few.
not
I
operating.
can't
in a-
live on this dropout.tv money. Let me.
I
I was
my
not
original last
oper-
name is Goki.
Chris Goki.
Chris
I did
Goki.
not know that.
Because
You
he's
changed
saying
it
I
for
wasn't
Hollywood.
operating in a personal
Right.
capacity.
I was doing it
Right.
And when I'm working, a la the show Severance, I have a different set of
Different, right.
priorities.
He
doesn't-
I'm under a different level
He
of
doesn't
stress.
know who
I'm under
parked
a
that
different
there.
Time frame.
Whose vehicle is that? I'm working right now.
He comes home and he looks at the car and he's like, "Oh my God, honey,
What happened?
Somebody hit the car."
All right.
If
so,
the city didn't want me to back into my own car, they shouldn't have hired me to drive this vehicle.
That's
And
right.
Wait, do we clarify why the truck is anywhere near his house? Like,
it's
Probably dry.
Well, then he must take it home.
He's
Because
got
it's a
to
dump
go
truck,
Yeah.
right?
he's got to drive it anyway. So
did
how
it
much?
describe what the
He
truck
went home for
was?
lunch.
What his truck vehicle?
No, so we don't know what his vehicle
Okay.
is yet.
It's a
We
Saab.
might find out, but
This is a sob
Saab
story.
convertible. What?
That's nice, too.
How much money did he file the claim for?
I'm going to go I'm going to guess
20 years ago.
20 years ago, he needs a claim to fix his car.
Before smartphones.
He wants to settle. He knows it's the city. He's seen the
Before
books.
AI.
Right.
I'm imagining Rhonda got fired from the city at some point, but she still knows enough.
She knows enough.
I'm going to say $25,000.
$25,000.
Oh.
What do you think?
I
$12,000.
was
wants
going
to
to go
settle.
83.
$83,000. All right,
Yeah.
get your answers in, Townies, because he filed a claim with the city for $3,600.
Oh.
he's like, I'm getting this.
Yeah, he. Okay, so I was thinking he was going for they'll
win.
they'll
No, he's like,
negotiate
it's
down.
so small.
83 is great for that attitude.
He
too.
wanted to fly under the radar.
He wanted the
yes.
stamp.
This
he
is
just
a
wanted the stamp.
just
Just get
market
through
thing.
the day. Yeah.
Give me my
Who's
money.
going to give a shit
He
about?
just
what
wanted
was it,
Martha
30?
at the Lodi accounting.
That's right.
Another claim.
Yeah, he knows what's in the petty cash.
So he even
He
admitted
knows
to
how
this,
low to go to get it in.
a vehicle that was both in he and his wife's name. It should be his.
We've
and his
established this person is they're the
They're
intern.
not a good writer.
He even admitted to the city that the accident was his fault, yet he still filed the claim.
Well, he admitted it as an
the
employee.
driver. Yeah. Let me reiterate that if you didn't catch what's happening here.
This person-
Yes! This man backed into his own vehicle with a city truck that he was driving and expected the city to foot the bill for this damage. It gets better. The city denied the claim, of course, for obvious reasons.
I don't know.
You can't sue yourself. Is that true?
I don't know that that's true.
I don't know.
And also, isn't he suing the city for hiring a shitty employee?
maybe.
I'm
so
kind of with Chris on this.
So think
Like I
around.
feel like if you guys worked like like say you have a business that you
Yeah.
work in
Yeah.
as entertainment, I bet you could sue that.
sue your own
entity.
production company.
Yeah, I
maybe
bet you
unless
could.
you filed it.
If
in
you
people are gonna
if you
find it.
masturbated and you kind of didn't want to, that's sexual harassment. That's,
Right.
If
Leave
you pee
yourself
into-
alone.
If you're
pee-
if you're
leave me alone.
intoxicated,
Yeah,
If you peed into
I
a
was
candle.
drunk. I didn't have my wits. I took advantage of myself.
So this is where it goes. So thinking that she was clever or something. Great
Wait,
writing.
who's she?
Rhonda
Rhonda.
Goki
Oh, insert
decided to file another claim, but this time the claim would just have her name, not her husband's. Her reasoning was that the city denied her husband's claim because he was the one that caused the accident. Putting her name on a new claim would eliminate her husband's alleged conflict of interest.
And there's no way they'll remember it because we filed it a whole 4 weeks ago.
right.
Lodi News described. She also increased the damage amount to how much?
Okay. So now
it's
she's like,
emotional
let's get him.
damage. Yeah.
is she going to shoot for the stars? Is the question.
What do we think about Rhonda? This is now what you think about. Who do you
values
think Rhonda
themselves more?
is? Who's Rhonda?
They do have a stronger case with it being her.
Totally.
Because if they were divorced or she was just any other person, she'd be like, I'm filing this claim with the city.
But the address is, I don't know, whatever.
She should have gone for this first.
Yeah,
Yes,
thank you.
100%.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll
this-
say 7,200. She doubled it.
Good.
I'm going to say she's going up. She's going 10G.
Okay, Jay, what do you
15K.
get your answers in, Townies, because Rhonda Goki, same last name,
Yeah.
said increase the damage amount to $4,800.
What a weird.
They're like, we're going under the radar.
I'm asking for 6.
1,200 more for
I
it.
know.
Here's her quote. You
They're-
ready? You ready
yeah.
for a Rhonda quote? I have the right to sue the city because the city's vehicle damaged my private vehicle.
That factually is not a wrong sentence.
No,
She
she's right.
continued almost threateningly, I'm not as nice as my husband is. I'm entitled to a replacement vehicle and insurance for the vehicle. And then this person wrote, okay, lady.
The author did?
That story was written by Ryan Untrainer.
Gelding.
The balls on that guy.
I know,
not
I know.
really.
The person
anymore.
writing this knows the Gokis.
Right.
Is this a newspaper or is it like a blog?
I think it's probably a blog
The
or
fact
something.
that we got Chris Grace to say Ryan Unterreiner
It's
is
hilarious.
phenomenal.
Of course, her claim was thrown out too. Lodi City Attorney, this is a great one. You ready for the attorney's name? He's such a good Lodi City attorney name.
Kyle O'Chap.
Steve Schwabauer.
Oh.
It's time.
That when a lawyer's last
Schwabauer.
name is complicated like that, it makes me feel like they're really good.
Schwabauer. Just
You know what
get
time
Schwab-
it is? You know what time it is? It's the Schwab hour.
right?
Yes.
Oh, that's his podcast.
He essentially said the claim was dumb, especially since Curtis had admitted he was responsible for the accident to begin with. And remember, California is a community property site. What's mine is yours and all that. Schwabauer pointed this out to NBC News at the time. So she lost her claim too. course. And that is the
I don't
story.
think I don't.
Wow.
That doesn't, I don't know. I think that he was operating as an employee of the city and damaged property.
But Chris is right. If she just would have gone first, she would have had a shot. But my guess is she's like, let me do the claim first. And he's like, no, I'm going to just ask for $3,600. And they're just going to say yes. Like, he definitely said, I've got this. You don't know what you're talking about. So now my favorite thing is that this is going to be a Curtis Rhonda sticking point over.
I think Curtis doesn't ask for enough raises.
Yes.
At the
Sure.
And that's coming from you or Rhonda?
That's for both of us.
Both.
That me and my mom, Rhonda Goki.
This is your next special. Years. Chris Grace as Rhonda Goki.
My two moms were Rhonda Goki and Nancy Grace. Hard driving women.
Yeah.
Hard driving women.
That's how
there
you
you
make a
go.
comic.
Yeah.
Is that a great, like, simple
Hard driving woman could also be the name of a movie about two women who are in the IT department of like work on computers.
It was the working title for Thelma and Louise.
But if they were IT, but if they worked on hard drives, they're hard driving women.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, that is sort of do. Jake, give us a little taste.
Here, Dan, you got to open this up again. But I will tell you, it is. You probably shouldn't call the cops on yourself.
Don't call the cops on yourself. That is a problem. Don't try and sue yourself. A lot of self-inflicted wounds
damage here.
It's like peeing in a candle. It's, like a candle.
My favorite Elton John song.
And it seems to me you live your life like a pea in a candle. All right,
I'm impressed by you guys. I've heard you guys sing on this podcast.
And we're not good singers.
But you always sing the same pitch.
Oh, thanks.
Like both of you right
Are
now.
you a singer?
I mean,
yes,
I'm a singer, but
Yes.
but what I mean is when you like, I don't know, pick a song.
Yeah, they
you
always
like,
hit the same pitch.
You always sing the same.
yeah.
You're in the same key all the time.
Because there
And
is
it's the
really
rock.
only one key that we know how to sing.
And it's the wrong key.
Key me up into Eddie Vedder if you can. No, Darius Rucker. All right, same key.
All right, so we'll take a break. We come back. We'll tell you what we have going on. And Jay's got this great story. Chris Grace is with us. The special is called Chris Grace as Scarlett Johansson.
Love it.
It's at
Dropout.tv. That's right.
Just sign up, get it, click on that first. He gets 50 cents. All right, we'll be right back with more.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.
Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Before we get into the final story, let's talk about what we have going on. We got a lot of stuff happening. So I believe this should drop probably around the time we're going to be going to Vegas to do our first weekend of shows in Vegas ever. We've performed in Vegas but never done a weekend of shows at Wise Guys Comedy Club the 18th and 19th. Cannot wait.
Ew.
That's going to be really
Of
fun.
October.
Of October at Wise Guys. Dan, are you going to be in town or no? Are you
I might come over.
come by?
I'm
hang out?
meaning to see my best friend Paul, who lives there.
Come.
All of
I
our
might-
Vegas
I might come and do a
peoples.
guest set.
Yes,
love
I
it.
would love that. So all of our Vegas
Maybe
people.
Saturday.
Yes.
Yes.
But
You're
maybe
in.
Friday. People should just get tickets and find out.
Yes, it'll be a
Yay.
wonderful thing. You can join all of us. And then we're going to be at the Flyover Comedy Festival too.
Yep.
But before that, the weekend before or 2 weeks before, we're going to be at Fort Collins at the Comedy Fort there, one
Love
of
the
our favorite
Comedy
places
Fort.
to
Love
perform.
David.
All of the dates, supersklars.com. We'll be doing more Taggets, maybe a holiday one at Largo, which might be really fun. And then we're doing our two-man show, which we love, The Born Identity, which we're trying and we're sort of kind of honing in the very end of this thing. We're rewriting it to the hopefully
wait to
the
see
right
it.
spot.
3 dates.
Lyric Hyperion, the
9th, 12th, 16th.
9th, 12th, and 16th of December in Los Angeles. All of it at supersklars.com. We'll tell you when the movie Science Fair will be coming out, and we're very excited about all that stuff. But let's jump into this.
Okay.
Can I? Oh, I forgot
Yeah.
one plug. Can I say
Yes.
that real quick? Check out my show right here on All Things Comedy, The Midnight Air. It drops every Monday night. It's just a. It's
When
just,
does it
it's
air?
just me, exactly. It's just me running through stuff that people send in emails. I run down top 10 lists. I do like deep dives. It's just a hang, and it also contains. That feed contains the entire back catalog for pen pals, and every once in a while, Rory and I threw a new episode onto that feed as well. So it's the
Fun.
Midnight Air, and I hope people check it out.
Sweet.
I'll also be in Vegas October 18th and 19th at Wise Guys doing a headline set.
You
as
are?
a Sklar brother.
Chris Grace as Jason Sklar.
If you want to see him,
Dude, he could do anybody.
He can
And
hit
then you
that
and I
pitch.
sing in the same pitch.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel
times and ways to go. Same
All right,
pitch.
same
All right. This was sent in by Not Your Average Matt, our buddy Matthew.
Hey,
Friedman.
2 for 2.
Two in
Two for
one
three, I guess.
episode.
Yeah.
Florida woman calls 911 on herself while trying to steal a car.
Oh,
Do you just think
Why?
maybe she got locked in. I guess.
Lock in.
Locked in.
what-
That's what locked in syndrome is.
Yeah, right? It's locked
You wake
in.
up at night, you're in a stolen car.
I'm a stolen car. Help me get out of this crime I'm committing.
What did I do?
My guess is accidental.
I really hope
dial.
this has the same chatty blog tone that the last one that Matt just sent in.
Yeah.
Talk about
It's his blog.
casual. Okay, lady.
Okay.
We all
lady.
know stealing a car is not the right
Thing to do.
Yeah.
I mean, we love our cars. Am I right, people?
This woman. All right. A Florida woman was arrested last weekend after calling 911 on herself while attempting to steal a car, police said. She allegedly told officers that it was part of her video game training and is facing trespassing.
What?
What?
Oh, talking about Grand Theft Auto?
Maybe.
I mean,
Video
people are pumped for GTA 6 to come out. But
Right.
This is a little crazy.
I am on an EA Sports team.
I need to know what it physically feels like to steal a car.
Dumb.
Someone-
almost every car.
but, like, what do you
any
call-
car 3 years old or newer?
Who's the
You can
suspect?
track.
Who's the suspect?
They
well,
all have apps with them.
she's 5'4", brown hair. She could do a little more reading. Wait, what?
yeah.
What is video game training?
Training.
What is
I
that?
don't know.
I think mental instability probably.
Yes.
I don't know.
Her name is Christy Lee Turman.
Okay.
I can tell you how old we'll
CLT.
get.
Christy Lee
CLT if you're
Turman.
nasty. Wanted to let the authorities know that she was attempting to steal a car, according to the Lee County Sheriff's Office. It's the Lee County Sheriff. Lee is in the middle of her name.
Yeah.
She
Christy Lee
should have
Turman.
some pull.
Yeah.
On the released recording of the 911 call, which I couldn't find, but
It's okay.
you can hear Turman admit to the bizarre scenario. Because I'm trying to steal a car
Well, it's
that's,
probably in between drags.
that's not legally mine.
Wait, she said that on the thing?
Yes.
Why? What's your emergency? I'm trying to steal a
Steal
car that's not legally
legal.
mine.
Why'd you call 911?
Because
So
I'm
it's a
trying
little
to steal
redundant.
a
You
car.
wouldn't be stealing it if it was legally yours.
Wait, does she need to? Maybe she needs to get the certain stars and the cops. You know what I mean? Like in GTA.
Oh, she's trying to get the helicopter to come out?
and then
Oh.
you got to figure out how to pull in
yeah.
and you do a paint job.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
Yeah, that's what she's
Pull
doing.
into a safe house.
So y'all better come make a report. I love that she thinks that's all they're going to do. Just come make the report, and then we're good. No, they're going to throw you to the
I will
ground.
give this car back once you all make your report.
Right.
The 911 operator responded with, I'm reporting this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Getting reported.
Make your report.
Thank you.
The police
Does that
ar-
mean you're reporting it or making your report?
So the police arrived at the car dealership parking lot.
Oh.
No.
First mentioned that it's a car dealership and found Turman exiting the driver's side of a, I'm going to give you the model or the make
Car.
the car company, and you have to tell me what she was trying to steal.
What,
Ooh,
what
okay.
model?
What model?
Can I
and
just-
what trim level?
Yeah.
RT,
Can I?
dude.
Can I guess beyond without knowing anything? Because this feels
You think
like
Dodge Ram too?
no. I think, and I know they don't make these anymore, but I so want it to be a Mazda RX-7.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say
Saturn.
Datsun.
Datsun. I love Datsun.
All right, well, I'll just give you this hint, okay?
yeah,
just
yeah.
to put you in the family.
Okay.
Toyota.
Toyota.
She's trying to steal a Toyota.
Okay. I haven't one.
Okay.
Forerunner.
Toyota 4Runner,
What do you think, Dan?
I'm gonna go RAV4.
RAV4, hard car to get.
It is a hard car to get. I think it's a Corolla.
Yeah, it's a good answer.
One of you is exactly right.
Oh!
I think she had her eye on that RAV4. I'm sticking with myself.
That was a good car.
You gonna stay on Forerunner?
I'll stay on Forerunner.
I'm gonna stay on Corolla.
All right, get your answers in. Shout at your ham radios, because she was trying to steal a Toyota Corolla.
Yeah, buddy.
LE or SE? LE or SE?
They didn't say.
Damn
So
it!
she's sensible. I mean, that's very sensible.
Yeah.
I always wonder why more cars aren't stolen from car dealerships. Do they have something special going on that, like, that's where I would steal from if
Yeah, I mean,
it's a new car?
you got to get the keys.
Right? Or it's not in someone's driveway per se. So maybe like, if it's late at night, but there's got to be security cameras
yeah.
all
Yeah.
over.
Oh,
But like in Glendale, they have new cars parked like on that brand
I
road
know,
or whatever.
I know.
Like not even in the lot, like on the brand
the road.
They
Yeah.
have roads.
Like, don't do that.
Like cars.
That's very on brand for them, by the way.
literally.
To park it on-
literally
to
on
park it
brand.
on brand.
Okay. While being arrested and charged with trespassing, to quote our good
Buddy
friend
Ian
Ian
Edwards.
Edwards, Turman told the responding officers that she was training for the video game what? What's
it's Grand
video
Theft
game?
Auto.
I said Grand Theft Auto.
It's
Not?
not Grand Theft Auto.
God damn.
What?
So how well do you know video games?
I mean, not enough to be able to figure this. Fortnite?
He says Fortnite.
I mean, you can
sounds
jump
bad.
in a car.
Can you?
They have certain vehicles in that game.
Candy Crush.
I'm gonna say Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Great
Man, what do you
game.
got?
Is that, I don't know. I said
Just guess.
Candy Crush.
I love that kiss.
Thank you.
Not even Mario Kart?
No.
All right, get your answers in. Call of Duty Black Ops.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay.
When do you steal
Okay.
a car in Black Ops? I don't
I mean, you
remember
can
that at
get
all.
in vehicles, I think, in
So
Black
this
Ops.
was-
That is true, actually.
Yeah.
You can drive cars,
Like
and like your
ATVs or,
buddy
like-
can be the gunner.
Yeah.
on the
And
back
I
of it.
just want to see like a wall clock go like this and just have you guys in the same discussion like 3
Yeah,
hours.
It's so
later.
funny.
I mean, you can get into a car. I wouldn't get into a
Right,
car.
right,
Like,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
your strategy for Call of Duty.
Right.
Yeah, why's it got to be Black Ops? Why can't it be White Ops? All right. She wanted to notify the police. This is her thinking. She wanted to notify the police so that she could steal the car legally.
Yeah.
There is no scenario where you can steal a car legally.
If it's not your car,
No,
you
you
cannot.
could test drive.
Yeah, steal it legally by giving
Giving
your
it ba-
license in,
And then giving it
going
back.
around the
Right.
block with the person. All right. This was not the first time Terman has been in trouble with
Of course.
She has a criminal history that includes petty theft, robbery, and aggravated battery. However, this seems to be the first time she actually called the police on herself.
That's right.
Calling the
She's got a
police,
conscience now.
and then this is what they say. This is where this article becomes like that blog. Calling the police and reporting your own crime is next level questionable.
What?
You had a regular article going, and now you're
Also,
just dropping
mean,
opinion.
you don't need next level.
Yeah, it's just questionable.
Okay, lady.
Okay, lady. Whatevs.
Is this from OKLady.com? They have to end every.
By the way, OKLady.com, just a blog about women doing dumb crimes. I would read that in a heartbeat.
When you were on the newspaper, how did you end every article?
Oh, how did I end the
Did you sign
sports?
up?
You can't just put the end
Right.
No,
That's the way I see it in the world of sports.
in the document to mark that the end of a newspaper article.
Oh.
It's a specific thing you put.
Byline? No.
No, you put. God, I
I have no idea.
no.
Yeah.
There is something. I used to. Do you used to put the paragraph?
I don't remember why, but you put the number 30 at the bottom. Yeah, that's how you
Really?
end a newspaper article.
I didn't know.
Except at OKLady.com.
Okay,
which is-
The sister site of this weird dude.
yeah, I don't know the reason. There's some like
30.
going back to like letter pressing or whatever.
God, we might not have even done that.
I
at
don't
our
think we did it right.
newspaper.
We did not do it right. That's for
Although we are sure the car dealership was happy that it played out that way, we're going to get out of here on this. How old is Christy Lee Terman? Trouble with the law.
She has some history.
She's
She still
definitely-
plays
But
video
she
games.
knows what the value of a Toyota Corolla.
And she plays video games.
Yeah.
Who is she?
But Black Ops is a little older millennial Gen X-y.
Okay.
I'm gonna go 28.
Ooh. I'll go 41.
41.
That's what I was thinking. I'll split the diff. I'll go 34.
Okay. Get your answers in.
Okay.
She's thinking about stealing cars and thinking about freezing eggs. Right. She's like
Both.
right in that mode.
You were correct in your range.
Okay.
Older millennial, younger Gen X, but more older millennial. Christy Lee Terman is 37 years old.
Yeah, buddy.
3 off.
3 off, 4 off. You guys are in the range.
go,
Yeah,
Rand.
Good.
and that's it. That
is
is the
it.
show.
Watch Chris's special.
Chris Grace is Scarlett
As
Scarlett
Scarlett
Johansson.
Johansson.
That's right.
As Scarlett Johansson on dropout.tv.
Yep.
Sign up for it. Go to his thing first. That's how you do it. And that's how you support the people that we love and
right.
great comics doing their own thing. See Daniel's special, Rose Gold. Come see us live wherever we're doing it. Join our Patreon because we told we're doing a 2-parter story of when Jay and I most recently went to the University of Michigan to do a show and got asked to be honorary captains for the University of Michigan football team. It was insane. The only way to hear that is to join that. And we love you guys. And snap, we got to get back to work.
Stick around, make a sound. There's more Dumb People Town.